welcome back to... Fine. Welcome back to trying to get through some more of my gaming backlog. Let's see, options. Can I... Oh, it's in the wrong speaker. That's why I can't hear shit. There we go. There we go. Okay, Oh, I can gamepad. Okay, how do I get out of this? There we go, that's the thing. Okay, so can I get out of this? There we go, that's a little bit better. So yeah, welcome to, I'm trying to get through some more of my gaming backlog. This I got on a code on Keymailer fucking months ago, and it's kind of fell by the wayside because I originally kind of wanted to do it with some close friends of mine, and we haven't even been able to get around to doing our Phoenix Wright playthrough, so it's been a little hard to get around to this. So this is called Nina Aquila Legal Eagle. It's a Phoenix Wright inspired visual novel thing. I'm gonna give it a try tonight. This game supports several control schemes. Oh, you can touch screen. That's kind of neat. Not that my freaking thing is touch, but you know. I'm a use a controller. We recommend players use the game controller or keyboard. Phoenix wrong, terrible attorney, basically. Hi, Lauren. Nice to see you. How are you tonight? How are you this Halloween Eve? Let's see. Tavistock, Thompson, Twiley. Hey, Nina. I'm heading out. Did you review that case file? It's under Tidefill, right? I couldn't find it on the shelf. It's on the glass table by the sofas. I'm glad to hear you're okay. Make sure you check it out. I'll see you at the courthouse tomorrow. Don't stay too late. We've got a big day tomorrow. Oh, okay. So it's more like a RPG Maker game. Meryl Tidefill. Bruh. Achievement unlocked, the first step. Hello? Nina, where are you? I'm, Miller Defense and Law Offices, November 5th, 9:12 a.m. Why aren't you at the courthouse? Have you forgotten what day it is? It's hump day. Just give me a sec, would you? I'm still at the office. Last thing I remember, I was reviewing the case file. I guess I fell asleep. Never mind that. Get down here right now. I've got my hands full with the defendant. I can't mother you as well. All the times to fall asleep. I better get to the courthouse. Okay, that's how we... Ugh, not even enough time to take a shower. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that's really loud. Bruh. Oops. Oops. I hit the button to skip. My bad. District Courthouse, Defendant Lobby C, November 5th, 9:24 a.m. Miss Aquila. My neighbor says hello. Hello, neighbor. That's the name of a terrible video game, isn't it? Your supervisor was here, and she seemed really mad. Nina! She kind of scares me. Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume back up a bit. There we go. That's how loud it was. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anya, I got here as quickly as I could. You were supposed to be here an hour ago. I've had to arrange transportation for the defendant and... Did you come via the gym or something? I ran here. Straight after you woke me up in the office. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. Nina's a real pro under pressure. Aren't you? Of course, everything's gonna be fine. In any case, we'd best get to the courtroom. Meryl, the bailiff, will come to collect you shortly. Just hang on for a couple more minutes. Nina, one last thing. Gained item, attorney ID card. You've earned this. Finally, my own defense attorney ID. You nervous? A little, I guess? I'll be there to help you out. This maybe wasn't the best start to your last supervised trial, but just remember, you're one of the brightest young lawyers I've ever supervised. Really? What? I can say nice things. Just walk in, sit at your bench, and stay focused on your client's innocence. Now get going. I'll join you at the bench. Yeah. District Courthouse, Courtroom B, November 5th, 9:32 a.m. Just like Anya said, all I've got to do is head to my bench. It should be past the gallery, then on the left. Sexy courtroom music. Who's the new guy? The prosecutor? That's Chad Hawk. This is our Edgeworth for this evening, I guess. They say he's a real prodigy, but a stickler for procedure. Yep, okay. Yeah, it's Edgeworth. Don't get nervous. All rise for the Honorable Judge Tawney. Please be seated. We are here today in observance of the case of Meryl Tideville. Prosecutor Hawk, are you prepared for the case? As always, Your Honor. As always, Your Honor. Miss Aquila? Seriously, I've known him for less than a minute. Miss Aquila! Yes, Your Honor. What did I tell you about staying focused? Now that I have your attention, I trust you have crafted a reasonable attempt at a defense. I'm ready, if that's what you mean. Very well. Mr. Hawk, please state the prosecution's case. Of course, Your Honor. Emergency services were called to the Green Acre camping grounds in the early hours of November 1st. That's 2 days from now. A fire had broken out in the facility's main building, which spread to some of the smaller buildings. Meryl Tideville was arrested leaving the scene. The prosecution asserts that she started the fire to facilitate insurance fraud, and we intend to establish her motive for this thorough witness testimony. He seems pretty confident. He talks a good fight. Let's find out if he's got the chops.
Order!
Thank you, Mr. Hawk. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant. Defendant, can you please confirm your name and occupation? Why is she wearing that costume? Damned if I know. If a certain someone had gotten here earlier, they might have been able to fix that. Subtle. Miss Tideville?
Meryl Tide...
Speak up. Meryl Tideville, Your Honor. So you do have a voice. Well, at least she got her name right. I perform secretarial work at the camping ground and assist with event planning. Which was why you were there on the evening in question? Ordinarily, yes, but that night I was actually there for a party. Also, I was on a date. What's that? I was on a date. I see. My report says you were arrested after the building caught fire, hours after the party ended. Why were you still on the site at that time? I had to close up the site. But when I spotted the fire, I ran to get help. And that's when you were arrested? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Meryl Tideville, you stand accused of arson. How do you plead? Not guilty. Miss Tideville, the court recognizes your plea. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. Here we go. Huh? I know you've done this before, but as this is your last supervised trial, I'll fill you in one last time on how this all works. Hawk's about to bring out a witness who will give a statement. Listen to it. Try to focus on the little details. You're looking for an inconsistency, a flaw of some kind, which shows the witness is either lying or just mistaken. Don't worry about memorizing the statement, though. You'll be able to recap it afterward. Look for inconsistencies. Got it. Witness, please confirm your name and occupation. Jackie Martson, Your Honor. I work as a graphic designer for Rookery. Rookery? The corporation? Yes, ma'am. Please tell us how you came to be involved in this incident. Okay. Witness statement. I saw Meryl leaving the campgrounds after the party while the building was on fire. If I'm honest, Meryl's always been a bit of an oddball. As far as I could see, no one else was there. She must have started the fire. Why else would she be running around late at night dressed as a fire mage? Very well. Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, Nina, let's get the show on the road. Cross-examination. Now we get to the main event, cross-examination. Do you want me to remind you how this works, or are you good to go? Tell me how we'll go. How do we cross-examine again? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Cross-examination is where we do our stuff. In a moment, you'll be able to review the witness's statement from before. It's split up into segments to be easier to work with. For each part of the statement, you can do several things. You can continue to move to the next segment of the statement, or go back to the previous segment. If you continue after the last segment, you just go back to the start, so don't worry about that. You can press the witness for a bit more information about the segment. You should probably start by doing this for every segment. You can also open menu to save the state of the game, so you can resume from there later. You should try to save frequently. Save the state of the... Moving on. I think you brushed over something quite important there. Moving on! You can also review and present evidence, but we don't have any evidence right now. We'll come back to that later. Are you good to go? Do you want me to explain it again? I'm good. I played Phoenix Wright before. Okay. So, let me see. Okay, so this is a fucking... Hi, Marky. Nice to see ya. Okay, we'll press, I guess.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was her? It was dark after all.
Objection!
Oh my god. Really, Aquila? There was a building on fire nearby. There's more than enough light. Suppose he has a point. I'm quite certain also. She's always been a bit of an oddball. Explain.
Hold it!
An oddball? Yeah, she's a bit weird. Bit of a stretch, though, to say she'd burn down a building. It just means she's a bit of a nonconformist, Aquila. Like I said, a bit weird. Tonight, it is the night. Tonight is the night.
Hold it!
How could you be certain? The campgrounds only have one exit, and I was there. Anyone else would have to have passed me. Okay? She must have started the fire.
Hold it!
That's pure conjecture. It's her opinion. The court recognizes that this is purely the witness's opinion. But there's one more thing. Also, she'd be running around late at night dressed as a fire mage.
Hold it!
I thought she was arrested in the morning on November 1st? Well, it was the early hours, around 3 a.m. Is this important, Miss Aquila? Yes, because it was Halloween. Yes, I believe it's important. I agree. Witness, can you please add this to your statement? I saw Officer Flatfoot arrest her around 3 a.m.
Hold it!
Jackie, you don't like Meryl very much, do you?
Objection!
The witness's likes and dislikes are not on trial here. Sustained. Ms. Aquila, please try to stay on topic. Your Honor, please humor me for a moment. Jackie, you've made it very clear that you find Meryl's costume to be strange. It is strange. Really? I don't think it's strange at all. Ms. Aquila, I warn you not to waste the court's time. Is this important? Yee. It's of vital importance, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Meryl's unusual outfit might seem strange at first glance, except on one night of the year where it would be considered normal. Halloween. Now I know why my friends were in costumes on WhatsApp, pretty much.
Objection!
The witness was arrested on November 1st.
Objection!
She was arrested at 3 a.m. after attending a Halloween party.
Order!
Your Honor, I assert that Meryl's attire was wholly appropriate on the night she was dressed. I see. I believe your logic is sound, Ms. Aquila. And as the witness's testimony seems to fixate on Meryl's costume, the defense moves that this testimony be considered unreliable. But she did start the fire. She's a freak, a pyromaniac. She really seems to hate Meryl for some reason. I'd best make a note of that. Gained item, Jackie hates Meryl. Talking about the nights where our times will mix and become the same. Oh yeah! It is tonight, isn't it? Oh yeah. Witness. You will cease your outbursts immediately. Mr. Hawk, do you have anything to add at this time? No. The prosecution moves to call its next witness. Very well, bring in your second witness. The prosecution calls Detective Randall Flatfoot to the stand. This is our gumshoe for the evening, I suppose. Hello again, Randy. How's your wife and little Ryan? They're both fine, Your Honor. The Ryan is teething. What, Oh, poor thing. In truth, I haven't had much sleep for a few weeks. What's happening? Your Honor, if I may. I'm overusing my legs. Mood. Oh, yes, of course. How did you become involved in this, detective? Well, exercise is good, though. I'm glad you're enjoying the Peakman game. Well, it was something of a coincidence. I actually live very near Greenacre Camping Ground, so I saw the light from the fire from the distance. I ran to see what was going on, and in the process, I bumped into Jackie Mardson and the defendant mid-confrontation. When I walked up, Jackie was accusing Meryl of setting fire to something. Sure enough, Meryl was carrying some fire lighting equipment. That fire lighting equipment sounds important. I should make a note of that. Gain item, fire lighting equipment. I arrested her on the spot. And how, may I ask, was the victim's demeanor when you did that? Whoa, hang on there.
Objection!
Your Honor, I find it in poor taste to microanalyze the client's conduct while she was being arrested. I agree, Your Honor. You do? He does? Your Honor, the prosecution has not charged the witness with resisting arrest. It would be inappropriate of us to consider her actions during the arrest as evidence. Quite right. This exchange shall be stricken from the records. Carry on, Detective Flatfoot. Yes, Your Honor. For convenience, I was placed in charge of the police investigation into the fire. What did you find? Firstly, I can confirm that Meryl Tideville is indeed an employee of Greenacre Camping Grounds. She has worked for them for a number of years and is considered an exceptional employee. Gain item, employee record, Meryl. Received new evidence, employee ID, Meryl. We also looked at the webpage for the campsite, and Meryl is visible in 2 photographs on the site. This one from last year, and this one from the party on the evening in question. Gain item, Meryl picture A, Meryl picture B. If you want to view those pictures again, you can do so later when we cross-examine. Already I can see important difference between them. Also, we found something else. I can already guess what he's going to say here. Greenacre Camping Grounds was circling bankruptcy. Being clear, this is speculation, but an intentional fire to defraud an insurer would be one way out of that situation. Of course, we have no conclusive proof of that at present. Don't forget the last part, Detective. Oh right. A detailed forensic analysis will take a few weeks. But we can already be sure that the fire was deliberate, so not a gas leak, electrical fault, or a lightning strike. Thank you, Detective. Very succinct. Are you prepared to make a formal statement? Ready and willing, Your Honor. Witness statement. I came over to the site after seeing the signs of a fire from a distance. When I arrived, Jackie and Meryl were arguing. The main building and some of the smaller buildings were already ablaze. Meryl was carrying around some campground stuff, including fire lighting equipment. I can't think of another reason why she'd have it other than to start a fire. Very well, Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. There must be another reason she'd have that equipment. Cross-examination. Well done with that last witness. Pressing them for more information did the trick. This time, though, I think we're going to need to present some evidence. Do you want me to remind you how to present evidence? Yeah, please. I'd appreciate a few pointers. Evidence is a defense attorney's ultimate weapon. Sometimes the inconsistency in a witness statement can't be found by just pressing them for more information. When this happens, you need to review your evidence and see if any of it disproves a segment of the statement. Do you want maybe past a chilling night in Animal Crossing, not necessarily in stream? Hell yeah, I need to get back into Animal Crossing. I really do. For example, a witness could say that they don't know the defendant, but if you had a photo of them together, you could present that as an inconsistency. How do I remember all the details of the pieces of evidence? You don't have to just remember. During a cross-examination, you can open menu and select evidence to see the details of all the evidence you have. From that menu, you can review pictures and read more info, which might help you find the clues you need. You should check it for every new piece of evidence you receive. I think I get it. I pick through the segments of the witness statement and look for any evidence that disproves what the witness is saying. If I find any, I present that evidence, right? That's right. Just one more thing. Bruh. What the? Oh, you see them too? That's a relief. The weird floating faces? The weird floating faces. Yes, I see them. Presenting evidence takes up the court's time. Presenting the right evidence is fine. But if you present the wrong evidence, do it too many times, if you run out of chances, the judge will make an on-the-spot judgment and find your client guilty. So think very carefully before you present a piece of evidence. Are you good to go? Do you want me to explain that again? I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna save. Okay. Merrill arguing. Okay, so I'd like to present some evidence. So I'll present the picture.
Objection!
Achievement unlocked. Objection. Detective, do you carry a firearm? Yes, I do. A Department Standard Issue 225er. Do you consider that a dangerous object?
Objection!
Your Honor, the witness has the legal right to carry a firearm is compelled to do so by his profession. Thank you, Mr. Hawk. What? What's your point, Aquila? In some situations, a person carrying a firearm would be considered dangerous. However, we trust the detective here because he is in a profession where he makes use of firearms.
Objection!
Exactly. Skip to the end, Ms. Aquila. Gladly, Your Honor. My client is a long-serving member of a camping ground, a place that traditionally permits campfires. In fact, you can see her tending to a fire in this very photograph. That defense attorney's right. It does look like her in the photo. Well, of course she'd like fires. Did I leave the stove on? Order in the court. Mr. Hawk, can you offer an explanation for this inconsistency? No, Your Honor. Your Honor, as the detective's testimony was based around it being strange for Merrill to be carrying that equipment, the defense moves that this testimony may be considered superfluous to this case. I'm obliged to agree, Ms. Aquila. I see no alternatives but to ask you to relinquish the stand. Randy. Always a pleasure, Judge Tawney. Bruh. Am I imagining things or flat-footing the judge? No, you're not imagining things. Apparently he was a bit of a heartbreaker in his day. What's that? Oh, nothing important. I trust you have another witness, Mr. Hawk. I do. Let's keep this moving. Bring in your third witness. I like how they just say, ooh, and the judge silences them, right? Right. Witness, please confirm your name and occupation. Travis Bright, lead singer and frontman of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus. I assume that has to be some sort of musical group. You don't get out much, do you, Tawny? I don't listen to crap, she says. Oh my god. Talk about taking no prisoners. You got directions to the nearest burn ward? No, Mr. Bright. I would have you refer to me as Your Honor. Oh, yay! HD cache, let's go. What's that? Yes, Your Honor. Still, can't argue with the results. If I may, Mr. Bright, your friend Meryl was arrested, so in her case, I understand. But why are you still wearing that ridiculous outfit? Oh, this? This is what I was wearing when I was at the scene. I thought it was customary to wear the same clothes for the hearing. Customary where? Cloud Cuckoo Land? Fine, with that established, how can you explain how you came to be involved in this incident? Of course. Meryl, Jackie, and I have known each other since grade school. The Greenacre Halloween party has become a bit of tradition. This is our 5th time attending. We dress as characters from our favorite video game from when we were kids, Dragon Fantasy V. I always thought Dragon Fantasy IV was the better one. They lost their charm when the series went 3D. I always preferred 7. Oh my god, they're talking about Final Fantasy. Aren't they? Fucking hell. The guy's in a mood. Yeah. Casuals. Clearly 3 is superior. Carry on, Mr. Bright. Early in the evening, I met up with Jackie for a quick smoke before the party. Jackie smokes? Not that much. I guess you'd call us social smokers. Though she'll kill me for bringing that up. She doesn't like people to know. I tend to vape. Of course you do. So you met up with her before the party. Mix of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Oh, that makes sense. I forget Dragon Quest is a thing. Yep, good for her too. She didn't have a light. She had to borrow my lighter. In fact, she hasn't given it back yet. It was a promo item from my band's last tour. Has our logo stamped on the side. Best to make a note of that. Gained item, Travis's lighter. Mr. Bright, please just proceed to giving your formal statement to the court. Fine, fine. Witness statement. This is the 5th time the 3 of us have attended the Green Acre Halloween party. Jackie, Meryl, and I have just been friends since grade school. So anyway, at midnight, Meryl had to move off to start clearing up the site. It's part of her job. I thought I'd go for another smoke with Jackie while we waited for her, but I couldn't find Jackie anywhere, and I lost track of Meryl, too. In the end, I just left. I got home around 1 a.m. Very well. Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. He seems quite cavalier about his relationship with Meryl and Jackie. That's probably where I should start. Cross-examination. Something's not right about the way he refers to Jackie and Meryl. Do I have any evidence? Yeah, okay, I think I know what I gotta do. I'm gonna save here just in case, because I can. So, I'm going to present evidence that Jackie hates Meryl.
Objection!
Oh.
Penalty.
Why'd I get a penalty for that? So can I press him for that?
Hold it!
How did you meet? It's a long story involving some homework, a pineapple, and a huge badger. Let him talk about the badger, Hawk. Hang on. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with this. See if that helps.
Objection!
There we go. The lawyer that could travel in time, the animated series, the game. Pretty much. This photo tells a different story, Mr. Bright. Fine, fine. Jackie and I dated last year for a few weeks. It didn't work out. You never told me that. Why didn't you? Defendant, please restrain yourself. Carry on, Mr. Bright. Lately, Meryl and I had started to grow a bit closer. And Jackie was fine with this. I mean, she never said she had a problem. Just how dense is this guy? Anyway, when it got late, around 11 p.m., Meryl and I crept off for some alone time. I didn't see Jackie after that. I see. Your Honor, the defense requests that this information be added to his testimony. Very well. Witness, please add this to your statement. Meryl and I had grown closer, but Jackie seemed fine with it. So now can I... So now can I present with Jackie hates Meryl?
Objection!
Oh, here we go. You may not be aware of it, Mr. Bright, but Jackie hates Meryl. Seriously? Everyone said yes. Whoa. Be that as it may, Ms. Aquila, is further discussion in this area really good use of the court's time? The witness left the scene long before the event, and I'm unsure he can offer any more. Insight. I don't like it, but I can't see any other line of questioning. Not every witness is going to be helpful. Still, maybe he gave us more than we realize. I doubt it. I concur, Your Honor. We can move on. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Hawk. Well, that short diversion in the love lives of these 3 people was informative. None of that changed the facts of the case. Mr. Bright's testimony ends just after midnight. So that still meals Meryl Tideville near the building with fire lighting equipment and proposed motive for the crime. But I didn't start the fire. Please listen to me. I would never do such an awful thing. Miss Tideville, please control yourself. You better think of something, Nina, and fast. But Hawk's right. Bright's statement was no help at all. Trust in your client's innocence. If Meryl's innocent, then Hawk's case is just a theory, constructed to fit the facts. The only way to beat him is to come up with a better theory. Think. Another theory. What do we really know? Mr. Bright was with Meryl, but she broke off to clean up just after midnight. Bright then went home about 20 minutes later. Then, in the next 3 hours, someone started a fire. Mr. Bright had gone home, but Meryl and Jackie were still at the camping grounds. Wait, could it be? Ms. Aquila, does the defense have anything to add before I pass judgment? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. I think we've missed something very important here. Mr. Hawk? Mm-hmm. You claim my client is guilty because she was present at the scene. Yes. And had a motive to start the fire? Yes. Wait. What's your point, Aquila? Perhaps you didn't look closely enough at your own witnesses. What?
Order!
Order in the court. Ms. Aquila, are you seriously suggesting that someone else could be responsible for the fire? I am, yes. I don't believe Meryl started the fire. I believe it was Jackie. A detective fire detector dropped fire instead of water. Yes, perfect. Jackie Mardson, the witness? If I may, Your Honor, Jackie was present at the scene. Wait. Jackie's whereabouts between midnight and 3 a.m. are unknown. Wait. And it's obviously Jackie hates Meryl Tideville and wanted to sabotage her date with Travis. Wait. Uh-oh. I won't stand by while you say such mean-spirited things. What sort of person do you think I am? Your Honor. Yes? I want to testify again.
Objection!
Judge Tawney, I must protest. You forget yourself, Mr. Hawk. The rules in this scenario are quite clear. The witness may testify if she wishes to do so. Yes, ma'am. Them's the rules, Chad. Oh my god. How dare you accuse me of wrongdoing? I waited at the entrance of the campground for hours. Well, that was short. Statements may not be as they usually are. Hi, Tifa. Very well, Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, Nina, time to knock this one out of the park. I'm gonna... Hang on. I'm gonna save. Press? Jackie, there's something which is bothering me about all this. Why were you there? What? The party was over at midnight, according to Travis.
Objection!
The witness is not on trial. There could be many reasons why she would wait around. For 3 hours? That just means Meryl had plenty of time to set the building on fire. She's clearly guilty. She was rooting around in the main building for ages before I caught her. Uh-oh. Rocky Road. Hell yeah. Drill down far enough, you always hit pay dirt. And I think you just drilled into the real Jackie Mardson. Witness, are you suggesting you saw my client inside the building before the fire? You didn't. You wouldn't. So what if I did? You said you waited by the exit of the camping grounds for ages. Why then didn't you check if your friend was okay once the fire started? You did it. Just because you were jealous? You started the fire while I was inside. Don't be ridiculous. After all, you were the only one with fire lighting equipment. How would I have started a fire? She's right, unless... Wait. Did she have a way to start the fire? Ms. Aquila, I'm going to need to present proof that would... The lighter. Jackie, you did have a source of ignition with you. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You got it from Travis Bright earlier that evening. And you instructed him not to tell anyone about it. No. And judging from your reaction, I'm willing to bet that you still have it right now in this very room. You can't possibly, Sorry, wrong, Miss Aquila. We'll see about that. Detective Flatfoot? Yes, Your Honor. I will submit the paperwork later. Perform a stop and search on this woman immediately. Mr. Hawk? Do it. Trial's over, she's guilty. Hey, stop. Cease struggling, Miss Martin, or I'll hold you in contempt of court. Well, just a few items, Your Honor. A set of keys, a smartphone, and one lighter, which appears to bear some sort of design. Well, don't keep us in suspense. What this is a design? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have my glasses with me. Mr. Hawk, don't just stand there. Detective Flatfoot, yeah. It's like a dinosaur and a guitar. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ms. Mardson. Is she okay? Oh, wow, she actually fainted. Bruh. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to enter a statement into the record in light of recent events. Go ahead. The prosecutor's office has taken Jackie Mardson into custody. We plan to charge her with arson, with intent to murder, or at the very least, reckless endangerment. Thank you, Mr. Hawk. We will have to wait for that trial to truly close this matter. However, Ms. Aquila's defense has made one thing quite clear. The prosecution's case against Myra Tidefeld does not stand up to scrutiny. Therefore, Tyrannosaurus Rex, my favorite anime. On the sole charge of arson, I pronounce the defendant
Not guilty.
There you go. District Courthouse, Defendant Lobby C, November 5th, 11:14 a.m. The fact they didn't go with Rhinoceroc or Velociraptor. The guy was stupid, okay? Well done. How do you feel? I feel like I'm about to throw up. Good. What? That's just the adrenaline. You'll be fine in an hour. How can you be so upbeat? We came up with an int with losing. Meryl Tidefeld could have gone to jail over a false accusation. You want to know a secret, Nina? Something they don't tell you in law school. It's always like this. More often than not, a case will go right down to the wire. But you have to just keep pushing, keep up the pressure, and have faith in your client's innocence, even when no one else does. That's what you did today. And that's why I think you're going to be a great defense attorney. Thanks, Anya. You're really amazing. Yeah, I know. Now put on your best smile. I think I hear Meryl just outside.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. To tell the truth, I got real worried a few times during the trial, but you were incredible. You never lost your cool even for a second. Like a swan, believe me. It's my job, Ms. Tideful. I'm a defense attorney. Oh, don't be so modest, Ms. Aquila. You are a bona fide legal eagle. Achievement unlocked, Legal Eagle. Oh my god. The YouTube channel. Legal Eagle best YouTube channel. She really is. Gotta admit, kinda like the sound of that. Babe, you're here. Oh, Travis.
We should probably give them a moment.
Not in your life. I want to see how this goes. Oh my god. Meryl, babe, I'm so happy you're okay. Let's go out to celebrate. I mean, my band has a gig later, but we can fit it around. Why didn't you tell me that you and Jackie dated last year? I mean, she had a problem. I thought she would just out and say. You should have at least mentioned it to her. Babe, and stop calling me that. Travis, I'm going for a celebratory drink with Nina and Anya. We are? Looks like it. Then what am I supposed to do? You can start by apologizing to Jackie. Bruh. Defend attendant, where are the attack defendants? He dissed Phoenix Wright's court, oh my god. Yeah, we need to go to Great Ace Attorney again. I screwed this up, huh? No, Travis, you didn't. Not really. Jackie did when she chose to set fire to that building. Still, you seem like a decent guy. Go talk to her. You'll feel better afterwards, I'm sure. Cool. I'm out. Laters. Bruh. I'm sorry you two had to see that. It's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Awkward.
So, drinks? Sounds like a plan. It's not even lunchtime. It's quitting time somewhere, right? Mood. Let's get some mimosas. Go sign yourself out, Meryl. We'll meet you out front. You did well today, Nina, even after the rocky start. So lighten up. A good attorney learns from their defeats. But a great attorney also makes time to celebrate their victories. Each case is a fresh start with a new client and a new chance to help someone who needs it. And sometimes, maybe just a couple of times in your career, it's a chance to put right something that's gone wrong. Remember that, okay? I'll see you outside. The rest of the day, if I'm honest, is a bit of a blur. However, I did my best to burn Anya's advice into my memory. Part of me felt that it'd be important someday. Bruh. Bring. Jackie Mardson from the Clink? That's gonna cost you extra, but yeah, I can take care of her. What's your timetable? Yep, within 2 weeks. No problem. She won't have time to blab. Another one? Who? The defense attorney. No. Never mind why. That's my business. And plus, the papers say she's a bit of a rising star. Too rich for my blood. Too high profile. Anya Miller? Her supervisor? Yeah, it could be arranged. I'm thinking poison. What's that? You want her alive. I see. It'll be difficult, sure. But I like a challenge. Who gets me a fade? That's a good question. Next time on Nina Aquila, Legal Eagle. Bruh. I didn't do it. You need to stop running, Anya. I didn't shoot her. I didn't. I believe you. But half the department's combing the docks for you. You have to let me take you in. Drop the gun, Anya. Anya Miller, I'm placing you under arrest. Oh, man. I am not wearing this. Oh, come on, Nina. It's in your contract. Remember, the direct-to-viewer segment at the end of each episode or case. I don't care. I'm not wearing a leotard. But it's like from... I don't know what that's supposed to be referenced to. I do. I do like it. Great. Don't forget the ears. And the tail. The what now? What is it? The ears I get, but what are the wings about? Aquila channel. Hello. Welcome to Aquila channel, a special viewer-facing segment where we talk to you, the viewer player. I feel ridiculous. I'm a lawyer, not a crooper. Croupier? What the fuck? Hush, Nina. In this segment, normally we'll talk about the legal ideals and pulp culture references from each episode. Oh, I get to talk about legal stuff. Okay, so... Hold up, Nina. This episode, we have a much more important thing to talk about. And if you say so... This was just the first case of Nina it was really just a tutorial. If you're here, that means you've just played it. Nina's adventures are just starting. This was just the first step. Though we don't exactly have the best sets, and our props are all hand-me-downs. And I think there's a stain on this bunny girl outfit. Okay, enough about that. Now you can move on to Chapter 2, a bigger adventure with a variety of features, including exploring crime scenes, speaking to witnesses, mini-games, a city overworld, and me. Who's he? We'll talk later. So if you like this first case of Nina Aquila Legal Eagle, we like to call our fans Nailers. Nailers? References explained in the game. Yeah, that's neat. We do not like that. Anyway, if you like what you've seen, tell your friends. And see you soon in Nina Aquila Legal Eagle Chapter 2. Broken Wings! Hey. Anya. Hey. We still get paid, right? Because if I have to wear these ears again... Shh, wait till we're clear. What kind of actor are you? What the fuck? I guess that was Chapter 1 of Nina Aquila. I think... Because this is like the Season 1 thing. I think it's got 3 chapters. We have tried to the best of our ability correctly credit license all assets used in this production. If you believe this to be an error, get in touch with us on social media. Created by Ethan Fox. Thank you for playing. Now try Chapter 2, Broken Wings. Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? You've unlocked Chapter 2, Broken Wings. You can also replay Chapter 1. cool. That was neat. How much is this? $9. I got it on, forgot to thank you for the sub you gifted me. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course. I hope you like Viero's emotes. I like his emotes anyway. So yeah, I guess this was originally on like Itch.io and Newgrounds. Let me actually check that out real quick. Okay, yeah, I guess it was originally on itch.io. Which this version of it is just straight up a download. Oh, okay. So I just played chapter 1, which is available for free on itch.io. That's a lot of money, lol. Again, I just played chapter 1. My understanding is that what I just played is like 3 chapters. If I recall. Yeah, it's 10 hours. So, obviously, that wasn't the whole thing. That was just chapter 1. I figured that would be good enough for a first look, though. Yee.